Yo, I'm ready to lose my mind, but instead I use my mind. I put down the knife and take the bullets out my mind. My only crime was that I... Let's use this one, go live.
Free them out there, man. We're live.
Free them all, right on. Heads up, eyes open, the fist clench. Y'all know who this is. Now we do this. Let's get locked and loaded for another episode of Free 'em All Radio. We here, intellectual radio. We rolling a little late, but quality time outweighs quantity time. Let's get ready to make history, take history, and tape history. It's a weekly program of the Black Panther Party Cubs, hosted by yours truly. Let's do that one more time, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? We coming in live and direct. Heads up, eyes open, and fists clenched. Let me see where I can put this at. Find this place right there. Right there. Heads up, eyes on fist clench. If y'all can, let's take a pause for the calls. Welcome to Free 'em All Radio, weekly program hosted by the Black Panther Party Cubs. Weekly program. Let me slow down, y'all. Weekly program of the Black Panther Party Cubs, hosted by yours truly, Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. and Robert Allen, a.k.a. the Lady Rage. She's online with us, y'all. We're just dealing with a few situations right now, but she's locked and loaded with us, though, y'all. And I hope y'all locked and loaded with us. If y'all can't take a pause for the calls, open those front doors and back windows. I know it's kind of hot outside, but let them know, you know what I'm saying? They can listen to this while they riding, while they're in the barbershop chair, the beauty salon, wherever they at, you know what I'm saying? They can listen to Free 'em All Radio, you know what I'm saying? Worst case scenario, go back and check it. The broadcast gonna post it on YouTube live. You know, years ago we used to say this is the show that you cancel watching Empire for, you know what I'm saying? But again, Free 'em All Radio, 929-47-73785, 708-223-8953. Got a lot of things happening right here, y'all. Berwyn. Man, you know, I remember as a youngster we used to hear about Berwyn, you know, borderlines, where to go and where not to go, you know what I'm saying? Cicero, Berwyn, well, Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Again, was, and for all practical purposes, remains the top segregated city in the country. And that's, you know, Dr. King, when he came to Chicago, shortly after, I think, leaving Alabama, you know, confronting, I think, in particular, Marquette Park, he had said, man, the race issue, he ain't seen nothing like it. That's when he came to Chicago, you dig? And even people talk about Al Capone living in Chicago, but you know what I'm saying? But his main house was in Cicero, and even up in the recent history, you know what I'm saying, when a lot of the rebellions were, you know what I'm saying, were really hot throughout the country. Seems from the race contradictions, you know what I'm saying, intensified in places like Cicero, Berwyn, you know what I'm saying. These are places that black people, like, you know, it was like, you know what I'm saying, understood not to go, you know. And just a recent contradiction, if y'all go type it in right now, his brother had a job. He was to do a tree cutting job over in Berwyn, and it's not this, again, for those who know, this is a west suburb, and you know Forest Park, Berwyn, so on and so forth, all that Oak Park, that area. So you know, geographically speaking, it ain't that far, but man, so a different world. You got to be clear, like kind of like when you know cats grew up in Chicago. You have to be cognizant of the street tribe dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody say 55th. You know what I'm saying? The way your tone was, you knew what side of the boulevard to go on, where you at, so on and so forth. And I remember this one brother was going to get a convicts on 47, and I said, man, you know where you at? And it was past Union, past Halsted on the other side. And I said, you didn't know about this? He said, no. I said, man, this foreign territory. You know what I'm saying? You're talking, Bridgeport, Canaryville. There's some different traction going on here and that now, because like Chicago, every other place is impacted by the gentrification, or better yet, the land grab. However, you could, those segments and those borderlines are still here. Like I said, I grew up on public transportation. If I fell asleep on the bus coming from school and I woke up and seen white people on the bus, I was like, it was a given. I missed my stop. You know what I'm saying? It was understood. But pull up this case, this brother with this tree cutting. Hold on, mind you, it's still hot too, in regards to some brothers that got beat down heavily when uprisings was happening over there. And y'all seen this in Cicero, Berwyn in particular, but just this past week, this was a trustee or something with the board. Can't recall the name right now, but the brother, older cat, I think, you know what I'm saying, I'm estimate, like 60 or something. So he had to, the contract to cut somebody's tree out down in their backyard. So she come through, hey, straight up, cut in a raw, man, going through the whole thing. What this nigga doing back there? You know what I'm saying? And they cut no corners with him. And then she called the police. And then they asked what's the problem. She told him. She said, same thing she said to him. And Eric, like I said, and I tell you a lot of times, I you know what I'm saying, if they're carrying phenomenon, people say, man, they trying to be malicious, whatever. And this lady named just did this post the other day, I think her name Love Dorsey, she does this relationship thing. And she was saying, y'all be in these relationships, and y'all think the other person is being intentionally malicious or did this whole long thought out to go at you, do something malicious to you. And mind you, this is their frame of reference, from their childhood, everything. And I use that political analysis. When we talk about the race and the class contradiction, it's not, not copping no pleas, so people should get, get left the hook. But a lot of people look at it like it's trying to disrespect me. People are, policies on how black people are viewed to be treated like, as we say, the Rodney Dangerfields of all races. And I know a lot of them, I see you niece in the building right on, free them all. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I got to touch down with you. I know we ain't talked a while. I know we kind of, right on. Man, free Tyrone Pettis. I was about to say that, you know what I'm saying? We was the number N-52785. Let me put up there what prison he's in also, niece. And Long Live G. Floyd, who his brother, your uncle, we was in the process of making some moves with that, you know what I'm saying? And that kind of threw us off track for a number of reasons, but we like a boxing ring, we're gonna go in the corner, get a shot of water, come on back out swinging. So put out the prison too, getting one prison, one contact. Again, Tyrone Pettis, N-52785. Y'all tuning in live and direct on Free MR Radio. We talking about the contradictions in Berwyn, you know what I'm saying? And it's a microcosm of, it's country, but some places you just, you're fortunate and unfortunate to have it blatantly expressed. Some people say, what you mean fortunate, unfortunate? The pros and cons are like, with the Trump era. People say, what you mean you support Trump? No, I'm saying certain times. They're upfront. A major tool, a major apparatus that has been historically utilized by this system, the race question, and you know what I'm saying, and various periods of time we get, we engage in these, this idealism, post-racial society, and I just see people, this dynamic, this trustee. Now I think she's supposed to resign today, but even when the brother who cut the trees, when he went to the mayor, he said the mayor told him, yeah, we gave a verbal, reprimand, it's cool, keep it moving. Like, man, dude was like, man, what? He got he's showing his permits and all. See, the deal is, politics trumps legality, the law. Your astrological sign of a person's a good person, a bad person. It's like it's a politics to a pit bull when you hear about it. You know what I'm saying? Whether you come in court, you say, man, my dog, my neighbor had a poodle, I have a pit bull. It's a certain thought that just go into the bailiff, everybody else to get on attention. It's because of the politics of what, what pit bulls have been politicized to be. You sometimes you saying, no, my pit bull is different. It's not, and you really sounding like Charlie Brown teacher. They're like, wah, it sound good. Black people, you know what I'm saying? I mean, when you go for loans, when you go for credit, you know what I'm saying? When the police pull you, all this, the brother got his permits and everything. But I'm saying, so those who familiar Berwyn, y'all feel free to call in, as we say, Cub being with us. Y'all thoughts on that. We'll talk. We moving and grooving, y'all. Oh, we need all hands and all paws on deck, y'all. We need all hands and all paws on deck. We need y'all this Friday. 804 South 17th Avenue, Maywood, Illinois. Now, if anybody can ask what that is, gotta check your pulse. Matter of fact, let me check your political pulse, see if you're still breathing. That's the Hampton House. We having a pre-Chairman Fred Streets party. You know what I'm saying? Don't start celebrating yet. The clean up and clean out. Yeah, some work gonna be, work gonna be, We had a show with some youngsters recently came at Hampton House and brothers playing about work detailing. Said youngsters kind of like Eric, he don't do this and that. Brother said, and one of the brothers said, hey, man, unfortunately, everybody, see, even the Hampton House Hounds, the dogs do work around here, man. Everybody go to work around here. So we're going to be doing that. So, y'all, you got any bleach, garbage bags, structure, bring them, what I'm saying, the gloves, masks, bring them, what I'm saying. We're gonna be, doing, major clean out at the Hampton House, and barbecue going down too. I'm hitting that grill with that fish. We'll be going down. So that's 804 South 17th Avenue, Maywood, Illinois. Also, that's this y'all look in this rough draft for the flyer, y'all. August 30th is going down. It's going down, and we expecting some calls to call in today. There's some proposals brought to us in regards to the rainbow, the present day Rainbow Coalition. People want to, and we take these programs and the politics of the Panther Party very seriously. So we hope people, what I'm saying. So we got some questions we want to ask some forces and some, and because I think, it's like people say like, everything that Minister Huey P. Newton said that was even internal struggles within the Panther Party about the gun. Some people just like was in that movie Police Academy. You seen dude come in, what the guns? Man, the visionary Minister Huey P. Newton was we must even politicize the gun. What makes our gun different than the police's gun? And see, the leather jacket, you look at some pictures in the party. Minister Huey P. Newton that pulled the uniforms back. Because some places, some cats, they think they can put the cart before you put the buggy before you put the horse. You just throw some uniforms on, but the politics of it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people say, when we do our events, it's a certain politic to it. You know what I'm saying? Even when there were internal contradictions going within the Panther Party, say, the cats can walk up on it and say, hold on, watch it. Say, that's a Panther. How you know? Where he walk, where she talk. It's a man. And I tell people, go look. What breeds a sister having labor pain and still cooking breakfast at the breakfast program? What emboldens, you know what I'm saying, 14 to 24 years old, standing up, you know what I'm saying? I mean, one time some kid told me, yeah, man, back then everybody had a free breakfast program. Another brother from another organization, he jumped in and said, hold on, man, we weren't giving away no free food. We went up with that. I said, I appreciate you getting it clear. It's a certain, no slight, no ego tripping, but it's a certain politics, and it wasn't charity. The way we serve, the way we organize, it's a politic to this here. Our events, you know what I'm saying? The terms we use, all that. The IRD, the term revolutionary, it's a certain dynamic to it that will stand the test of time. And sometimes I even, start questioning myself, you know what I'm saying? I said, damn, am I going too hard for this here? I looked on YouTube the other day, this little young brother who went our youth troops. I ain't seen him in some years. He was being interviewed by one of the YouTube channels. He got a couple more youngsters with him. He into the rap thing. The youngsters doing their thing. And man, it messed me up. The interviewer asked him, what made y'all, what encouraged you to do this here? And this little brother said, man, hey, Chairman Fred Hampton Jr., the Black Panther Party, man, he said, man, the cuz, man, that impact on this. I said, damn, you never know how, what sticks with you. Malcolm X is a child. His parents were Garveyites. Yeah, went through his thing, Detroit Red and all that. But you never know, the impact. And you know what I'm saying? And man, James Amos, who played James Evans on Good Times, his grandparents' home was a layover for the Garveyites. You never know, you know what I'm saying, the impact you have on people. I say it like in a joking way. They told it says a story about what's the guy, the cat, Future. Future say, as a child, he remembered approaching Scottie Pippen for an autograph. And Scottie Pippen was, was real dismissive. Like, that stuck with this damaged cat to the point he wanted to target in on Scottie Pippen for ex-wife. You never know who you impact, in different ways, you know what I'm saying? And that, I can't think of the countless of individuals that impacted me. You know what I'm saying? That I'm watching them, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's intentional, non-intentional. So that's what we moving and grooving, y'all. Y'all tune in with us, call in. Now, don't forget to call in 929-477-3785. Angel, some other forces, y'all supposed to call in. Y'all thoughts about, this proposal about the Rainbow Coalition, this event we want to do, and and the proposal. So feel free to call in. Make sure you press 1. Also, you know what I'm saying? I just came back from a phenomenal event in Cleveland, Ohio, you know what I'm saying, with the Rice family. I touched down with a number of people. Tamir Rice, the mother Tamir Rice, his brother Dion, who's, man, his father, August 5th in Dayton, Ohio, you know what I'm saying, when the mass shooting happened, his father, get killed right there, you know what I'm saying, in his hand, and he holding him while he died, you know what I'm saying, his lady, everybody there is going down. Then another sister, she there, her son got 76 times in Atlanta. You in a room with people and you don't know all these different, you know what I'm saying, testimonies that's happening. You never know. And I tell you, what I'm saying, we gotta wear it. We gotta, we gotta get, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody saying, okay, take a break. Here go Dr. Phil couch to give you a breather. Let's talk this out. We stick in the movie. Sometimes we release it on each other. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, we gotta it becomes so toxic, we hold it in, you know what I'm saying? But it was, I didn't even know even the room I was in with people, and it was how therapeutic to talk, lay it out, And so, as Asada Shakur said, we can't get used to this, we can't normalize this, y'all. And every day we hear about these different cases, you know what I'm saying? Somebody, all these shootings, police, you know what I'm saying? Police shot somebody, you know what I'm saying? And what's terrible, but it's fine is, it's terrible, it's bad, but it's good because it's a climate now where at least it's acknowledged. You think back, 10 years ago, 10 years, what did you do? I can't believe the police done that. At least it's acknowledged now. Like, yeah, this what they do. The first time addressing the problem, recognizing that you have a problem. I think Alcoholics Anonymous and other entities use that axiom. But you start hearing Katherine Johnson, you know what I'm saying, Atlanta, Georgia, you know what I'm saying, shot up by the police, and you start saying, okay, well, man, that's aberration. You hear about these, you know what I'm saying, you're not, saying, back to back, and it becomes normalized, you become immune to it. We can't become immune to this shit, y'all, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, if you want to just hypothetically change the narrative, switch the narrative around, say, man, you know what I'm saying, I heard the police just shot some poodles. What? Even watch yourself. Say, how did you respond to that? You hear about the, we're talking about, man, I ain't talking about cross seas, man. In contradiction, this is the belly, this is the shot caller, U.S. imperialism. Oh, okay, what's happening? I'm losing. Y'all bear with us on, I'm going to come right back in on, what this is, on Facebook. Okay. You start in school, in media reporting, what they report, how they bombard you, what sticks in your mind, you know what I'm saying? And you got to ask you these questions, like, and be clear, what is the role of the media? It's apparatus of the system, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, even when they do speech writing, you take my speech writing class, what subject is sticking the ends down at the bottom, and you gloss past it, it doesn't strike you. Be honest with yourself. If you heard anything about recently, you know what I'm saying, a senior, you know what I'm saying, do the word Flossmoor, Illinois, does that sound, it sound anywhere vaguely familiar? If you know what I'm saying, just be honest with yourself. You can take a chance, take a pause for the cause, type it in, just see what happened. You know what I'm saying, recently in Flossmoor, Illinois. Type in 64 years old. Yes. Type in 64-year-old shot. And y'all think about that for a minute. Type it in, y'all. You know what I'm saying, and just type it in, and they ask some questions like, you know what I'm saying. They ask, okay, if you did hear about it, how was it normal? Why didn't it stick with you? You know what I'm saying? If you didn't hear about it, why you didn't hear about it? Why it's not a conversation? You know what I'm saying? We're going to seize the time. We're going to talk about this here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about what's happening here. You know what I'm saying? The protocol, police terrorism, the difficult position that black people in particular are put in for the quote-unquote choices. I'm going to say quote-unquote choices. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, whether we're talking about election time, people say, okay, choose this or that. Whether we're talking about the type of narcotics we decide that we got to choose from, you know what I'm saying, with the type of jobs on the plantation, or even when there's contradiction in our community where people say, well, what are you doing with something in your community? You call the police, you know what I'm saying? You say, man, and people say, damn, I just can't see what you're saying. Sometimes we got to call, or the police do this and that, there's some good. It's not a question, it cannot be continued to value or minimized to a question of a police is a good police or a bad police. When there's as Minister UEP News said, an occupying army. An occupying army. You know what I'm saying? In other words, just look at the Philippines, look at the Vietnam, look at Africa. When troops are designated, there's a war, they say, okay, Ukraine, let's go with that. Some people can relate to that. I know the discussion is now. Policies. You say, man, well, this soldier, they cool with me. You know, this soldier's a Capricorn. They get along with Aquarius. So wait a minute. This is an occupying army. Certain when they say, okay, we're going in Vietnam, the Tet Offensive, or certain moves. You know what I'm saying? They're going to make certain moves on. They, you know what I'm saying? They don't debate it back and forth. Hey, Sergeant, hold on, man. You know, this, even, go, I mean, the psychology on how you train, and it came out about the images of black people on the training that they use. You know what I'm saying? I remember Centralia, we call it Clantralia. They had our photographs. I had like pictures of us. Man was blowing so big, like a poster of me. They did target practice on this here. The psychology. The psychology. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's like how a lot of us, when we hear pit bull, it's a certain dynamic on, you know what I'm saying, the politics of it. How black people, certain calls, you know what I'm saying, how this occupying army, how the media, how, you know what I'm saying, it trickled down to how it's reported and not reported. And again, how the police move. I hope y'all took a pause for the calls and let me know. Right on. You get Mark Clemens, you tapped in with us, you know what I'm saying, no doubt. For those who ain't not familiar with this, Mark Clemens is, you know what I'm saying. If I was to take the narrative of what happened to him, you know what I'm saying, Chicago, and just, you know what I'm saying, put another location, another community, whoa, this is horrible, you know what I'm saying. To my Chicago, you know what I'm saying, tortured about, homegrown terrorists, you know what I'm saying, I'm talking about, man, hit about Lieutenant, I just hit about, because that was the big issue we had about Lieutenant John Burge. It wasn't just him bad, he was equipped with like a local hit crew, but the whole machinery of it. Who was the state's attorney? You know what I'm saying? Mayor Daley, the politics of this here. The police, you know what I'm saying, they came through, and I want y'all to watch this video if y'all can. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're able to pull the audio up if you can about Madeline Miller. If we can pull it up, Madeline Miller. When the police beat you physically, and you be like, they're trained to say stop resisting. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you be confused, like, what's going on? They're trained to say stop resisting. And you see some kids, they ain't fighting back. It's always in there. And you'll be hard pressed if you go Google, you'll be hard pressed to find a police shot anybody. You have to play word games as a result of a police shooting, such and such. This takes the blow from it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When you get through reading, you're like, well, maybe it didn't happen. And if you don't think words are important, this is the narrative, the word game, the euphemism. Go back, Google it. Just check. As a result of a shooting, this individual was found unresponsive. You're like, damn, okay, what happened? You know what I'm saying? As a result of a shooting. Now, little Joe get into it with such and such on 39th Street or 63rd or O Block, it's clear. Gang war, such and such, black shot, you know what I'm saying? As a shot dude, you're like, hold on, I ain't been in court, ain't none of this here. But the whole narrative. You know what I'm saying? You back in your mind, you was guilty. You like, hold on, that dude, he ain't got it into the arraignment check. You like, no, but who said the news? The police say he shot him. But these cases, the police, who they don't through the image. Look at me times we made some leaps just by even getting some of this video footage. You know what I'm saying? This is just even getting some of their names. So again, a revolutionary is never satisfied. You know what I'm saying? Never satisfied. But you got to take what was all this, the think back stuff a lot of people take for granted that you're able to get the names or just even an image of the police. This is a result of struggle. This is a result of constantly, continuously being able to say the word games they playing, you know what I'm saying? Well, this person, desk duty, and you're like, excuse me, it's under investigation. You get charged with the kind, you county jail. No bond. We got some guests in the building with us, y'all. We live and direct, y'all. So give me a heads up of those who call in. When you call in, 929-477-3785, be sure to press 1 to get in. Be sure to press 1. And I need y'all on deck Friday. We coming in, cleaning up and cleaning out. 11 o'clock a.m., we barbecuing all that. Doc, it's always good to see you. You know what I'm saying? Man, whether it be on the, I'm going to say, I won't say whether it be here or the battlefield, but all this is inclusive in the battlefield because, again, you know what I'm saying, when we talk about war, raising our people, we talk about struggle. It's not just the aspect of just one people say, okay, well, I don't do protests. All these getting information is out. That's part of this here. Organizing the people, so on and so forth. And who we have in on studio with us, and we there's so many issues that's happening. But I got the text from you. I think I was in Cleveland, just getting back in from Cleveland, Ohio, dealing with some cases of police terrorism. You know what I'm saying? And I tell people, say, man, you would think all the uprisings, rebellions that happen. You say, okay, I mean, like some cats on the streets, they tell people sometimes, listen, man, be cool. The spot is hot. You know what I'm saying? Police watching us. You know what I'm saying? Be cool. Logically, people think, okay, man, you know what I'm saying? With the police, it's all, you know what I'm saying? All these uprisings and discussion coming out. Be a little extra careful when you go to people's houses. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Be extra. You know what I'm saying? The black community, you know what I'm saying? They kind of paranoid because they got in their mind, and we just been getting down on them all the time. So just kind of hold fast for a minute. Be a little extra cautious. Madeline Mitchell.
Miller.
Madeline Miller. First, who we got here in the studio with us, and also, who is Madeline Miller and what's happening?
I'm Dr. LaShawn Latrice from Make Noise for Change and Justice for Nick.
I'm Shabir Rizvi from the Party for Socialism and Liberation.
I'm Aaron McIntyre. I'm not affiliated with any associations, but I am 17. I'm growing up in this area, and I know that all this happening around me is shaping me and shaping the next generation. So I find it very important that we are in these conversations and we know what's going on.
And we
Right
also
on.
have TT.
Right on.
She's with us as well.
Okay, we're going to.
Madeline Miller,
Yeah.
just to give you a little bit backdrop, Madeline Miller is a woman who was murdered by Flossmoor Police Department on this past Sunday. The situation was kind of trying to be hushed by the town, the news media. Flossmoor is what they call the gem of the south suburbs. So there's this reputation for perfection. They want to shush items that happen that affect or impact how we view the police. And we were appalled when we heard about it. We knew that there could have been other measures taken. And once we started complaining, then the video was released. However, we were trying to respect the wishes of the family because we knew that as long as there was silence, that they would come out and shape the narrative in which the way that they would want to. So some of us got together and decided that we were going to call for police accountability. And that's how some of the organizations and the people, even the residents in Flossmoor, came out to support us. So I'll let Shabir give you a little backdrop, and then we can talk about what we did as an action.
Right on.
Yeah, also it's important to mention that between the years of 2005 to 2020, so 15 years, 135 cases of police shootings in the south suburbs alone. 135, and all of them, was found, all of them were found to be justified. So does that sound right to anyone here?
Not at all.
Man, I think my favorite subject, but them numbers don't, I mean, you can't get them type of odds in Las Vegas, man. No, real talk. Yeah. No, it don't sound right.
I'd like to speak to just how true it is that this was incredibly covered up. I only heard about it from her here. I live in the area. This is something that I should know. We don't hear about these things. They didn't even try to just cover it up. They successfully covered it up. And they're covering it up on purpose because they know if people know, people are going to be outraged because there was no justifiable reason for that. So to give some context to this situation, she had a knife, the police had a gun. The police had a gun. She is not a threat to you. In this situation, she is not a threat. It is very easy to incapacitate someone if you have a gun. And we see it time and time again. Recently, we've seen examples of white people with guns being taken out perfectly, not even without being shot, but without being harmed in the slightest. So we know it's possible. And that's exactly why they're trying to cover it up, because they know that we know it's possible too.
How old are you, young brother? How old are you?
Just turned 17 this June.
Dig that. Right on.
And I love it. I love
Right
it.
on.
I love the enthusiasm
Yeah.
of the youth, and every time
Yeah.
that they express an
Yeah.
interest, we just grab them in.
Right on.
Really, that's
Right
our
on.
future. They're
Real
the
talk.
ones that we're fighting for.
Right on.
The situation with Madeline Miller, just
Yeah.
so we're clear, there was a domestic disturbance. We're not sure who made the phone call because I was told she made the call,
Yeah.
and the police said something different. So we don't know what the truth is
Yeah.
about that. However, she felt like her life was in danger with another relative.
Yeah.
Apparently, the police came in the middle of a heated
Yeah.
scuffle between the two of them, and because when he banged on the door, the person was yelling, saying, "She's trying to kill me," he was immediately enraged, and you can see that on the video.
Yes.
This video that they released. And by the way, that footage that came off the dash cam is edited. So we're
Exactly.
seeing an edited
Yeah.
copy of
Yeah.
what happened.
Yes.
But when he opened the door, he said drop the knife, but she was hysterical, like
Yeah.
traumatically hysterical.
Yeah.
And so she tried to run past the person that she believed was going to harm her.
Yeah.
And when she ran out the door, her foot never touched the ground before that officer fired. And if you watch the tape, you'll see
Yeah.
right when she got to the door, she got shot, which means he was at a far enough distance that he could have done taser if he felt like he was in danger. Once he made the first shot, the other officer on the other side shot another 2 times. So she didn't have a chance, and this lady was 90 pounds. 90 pounds.
I seen. Was she on a walk or something like that?
No, that
Oh,
was the person. She was at the house caring for her elderly aunt.
Okay.
So that's why
Okay.
she was there.
Okay.
However, when that altercation took place, maybe she felt she had to retreat,
Yeah.
and that's why she grabbed a knife. The
Yeah.
police were not a part of the situation. They just felt like they had to come in and rescue something.
Yeah.
And so that serving thing that they do,
Yeah.
that's exactly what happened. So when we thought about this collectively, we started chatting on social media,
Yeah.
and a group of the residents were just as outraged as us. And I'm a resident, but the subdivision where I live in Flossmoor, those people look like me, but nobody said anything.
Yeah.
So the next day after Madeline Miller was murdered,
Yeah.
I started getting email from my subdivision inviting me to events in Flossmoor as if this lady's life was nothing.
Yeah.
So I was so outraged that I began to contact board members because
Yeah.
I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
How can a black woman be killed and nobody who's black is talking about it,
Yeah.
who is in some sort of position to verbalize,
Yeah.
their concerns? And no one wanted to say anything. So I ended up connecting with a group of residents, myself, Camilla Williams from Good Kids Mad City, PSL, Shabir, Patrick. It was a group of us. We just started chatting with the neighbors in Flossmoor.
Yeah.
Those people set a meeting up for us to come to on Friday.
Yeah.
We went to that meeting, and unbeknownst to us, the community was outraged more than Flossmoor could ever know.
Yeah.
So that's why we decided, okay, we're going to go to the board meeting. So
Yeah.
the board meeting was Monday. We all got together. We had a little spiel of our demands and what we were going to ask for. And we just convened right outside the city hall.
Yeah.
And we didn't even know, but they weren't even going to mention this.
Mhm.
What they tried to do was shush us because they were saying, oh, we can't talk about any details. It's under investigation.
Mm.
We're looking at something higher because this is a
Yeah.
bigger issue. It's
Yeah.
systemic in nature. And when we think about the racist antics of killer cops, that has had to be going on for a very long time for it to escalate to a place like this, and they think they don't have to give any
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
explanation. So that's where our outrage built from. So when we got up and talked at the board meeting, we were not holding back any of our true feelings about what we felt
I
that
know
was
you were.
happening.
Yeah.
But it was an ask, it was a demand
Yeah.
that we were really saying, hey,
Yeah.
listen, there has to be some accountability. Why is it that the police managed to de-escalate a situation for a white person,
Yes.
but they can't de-escalate for a black person?
Yes.
And then on top of that, if Madeline Miller was white, would she be dead right now?
Come on now.
Definitely not.
Not at all.
And so we were examining, now we're talking to a board comprised of, I would say 70 to 80% white and three
Yeah.
blacks. One person was absent. I don't know what their true feelings were about it because everything they said to us was kind of general in nature. But we did have one of the family members attend that meeting with us.
Yeah.
And she got up and spoke as well. And so our thing was we want this on the agenda for discussion.
Yes.
They were trying to get us out the way so they can talk about some trees and
Yes.
Flossmoor.
Yes.
So that's really why we disrupted the
Yes.
meeting. But right after we exited out,
Yeah.
they went back to business about the tree shrubs.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
at the end of the day, now a series of actions have to be done because the next board meeting is Monday, August 1st.
When?
So we're Monday, August 1st
And it's
at 7 p.m.
Monday,
Go to
August 1st.
Flossmoor. And so what we're going to do is we're going to gather with some more of the residents.
Yes.
And we're going to do an action prior to that.
Yes.
And then what that'll do is galvanize people to get them to see that their voice does matter and they
Right on.
can't cut us off like they did before.
Yeah.
If they do, the meeting won't go forth. And so that's how we're going to handle that situation.
You know, we on deck. Got your back like a backpack and your chest like a bulletproof vest, y'all. You know, it don't surprise you. Okay, like Dr. Sean, people get reaching out to you, and those. No, this sister. I mean, this is. I gotta get This is Cassandra Grill. I mean, these are some. I mean, I don't care if it's Cook County Jail. I don't, I'm talking about, response to, the brutal conditions, in this modern day concentration camp, I don't care whether it's something going on in Flossmoor, I don't care, wherever, Logan Prison Penitentiary, man, these folks, I don't care what the weather is like, from freezing cold, in fact, when the COVID was first being, the coronavirus first being discussion, pandemic first, everybody started first. I mean, people still going through their doubting stage, and with Cassandra Grills on the phone, pushing blow by blow directly to the administration, Sheriff Tom Darden, the officer, was having with her husband, Nicholas Lee, and the result, the third documented person, resulted in his death. It's on the state, took him out. Due to negligence. And and she still, and at least in particular, I get charged up. We be out there protesting, cats be putting writing free them all, everything inside the jail windows, and you talking about Flossmoor, and this kind of we got an international listener audience. And for those who listening, you hear terms like this is a similar situation. People dismiss the hit terms like suburb, and I think was it not Hillside? Was Highland Park? If you notice, go back and look at the initial reports. They were saying like Chicago was a narrative. It's a shooting, and they kept on saying and they saying west a suburb of Chicago. But see, the media they like I say, catchwords. You know what I'm saying? And because people was calling me, that man. Talk. I knew something was weird. The way I said shooting in Chicago every day. What's the? They said no, there's something else going down. I said huh? And Highland Park, you know what I'm saying? And with this white cat, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to say allegedly because I don't even think he's saying he didn't do the shooting. I don't even think he's tripping. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in blatant contrast to Jalen Walker, you know what I'm saying? I mean, so sometimes we say, well, man, we go through this whole, think how much time we don't waste, people go through this racial sensitivity training. You know what I'm saying? The police, they got to learn how to deal with this here. You know what I'm saying? We got to cut to the chase. I don't care if it's the landlord, slumlords in our community. I don't care if it's the merchants in our community. And, well, man, you have to call it. Jacob Blake, call in on the radio station. We live on air. Call in. Call the radio station. We on air right now. Call 929. Click in. Call in 929-47. First of all, you all right? I got to ask you. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Go ahead. Text me the number, brother.
Call right in. Right on.
Right on.
Fremont. Okay, y'all be able. That's Jacob Blake, whose son was shot 7 times. Man, as a matter of fact, before I head up there, I get the call from you that late that night. You know what I'm saying? Okay, hold on. Give me. I got check. Look for what's that? 312. What's the first name? 440. Look for 440. Bring home. Hold on. What's that? Okay, come on, tag team with us. This is Cassandra. Let me Felicia bring. Fremont, yup. I'm trying to tell how do I text Jacob?
Okay, Fremont, we have on the line as well.
Right on.
Fremont.
Right on, Fremont. Let me text you. Okay, Fremont, welcome. I'm to my phone. What is this? What's this number here? Oh, 929. 929-477. 477. Okay, 3785. Okay, then press 1. Okay, press 1. That's Jacob Blake. Okay, press 1. Okay. All right. Okay, yo, we still moving the group. Okay, you brought the other call in. Who Sis Cassandra? You got online? Sis Felicia?
No, this is Brother Mark.
Oh, Brother Mark. Okay. Hey, my brother. Man, I just man, good to hear your voice. So you talking about some subjects that you all do. Man, good man. I just get this is Mark Clemens, y'all. Just call in. I just gave a little brief bio on him. Some people I told you about he was tortured. Some Chicago police, and You know, some people might say, well, logically, okay, well, you know, what's he ain't sitting down and being cool. Hey, we said the people's pain reflects, and I want to commit the resume, and you know, saying the people who we have here, it's not, you know, what I'm saying, it's not just about them as individuals, you know what I'm saying, and to be out there, you know what I'm saying, battle tested, and again, Google, please take notes, or I know I ain't got to say right, get the iPad, these names that we fortunate to have here, and a lot of people we have here with us, we fortunate and unfortunate to be connected, you know what I'm saying, certain conditions, you know what I'm saying, but they under the attacks that many of us, you know what I'm saying, myself included, that this system get down on us, you know what I'm saying, hey, we sticking and moving, man. We going to the corner, get shot of water, and we connecting up. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times people feel defeated. You know what I'm saying? Certain things, and I know we're told in many cases, the police kill our loved ones, whatever. And it's a certain feeling you have. It's a certain feeling you have. You get a phone call, man. Your cousins get killed. You know who did? Man, them niggas over on 43rd. It's a certain feeling. Okay, you know, like you know how can you get back at that? When you're told this, the police, a state entity does something, it's like it's another hit. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain defeatism that hit a lot of people like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And we have to be honest about that. That again, and it's demoralizing. We got some people online with us. We got some people here. You know what I'm saying? We got some war stories here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it for no slick soundbite. Who again? Who clear? We going against all odds. We clear on that. You know what I'm saying? We clear. But we clear also what Malcolm X said, that even if you lay down, this system will still walk all over you. And a lot of times they come through, and the people tell our families, don't say nothing, keep it to yourself, you know what I'm saying? That's pedophiles tell children that, you know what I'm saying? Keep it to yourself. Then they say, we gotta heighten these contradictions, y'all. It's embarrassing being oppressed. It is embarrassing being oppressed. It hurts. It's embarrassing. But if nothing, man, and we got service, the people serving history. Let the record reflect that we fought back, that we exposed it, you know what I'm saying? So, and then once you start, again, I was in a household this past week. It was people in the house. I know all these stories. It's therapeutic. It's therapeutic. And then it's more therapeutic to say, hold on, y'all ain't just talking. No, we down at the county jail. We down there, we out here, Village, August 1st. Village Hall in Flossmoor. The beat out. And you start seeing other people, you start hearing about who've been tortured, whose husband, loved ones been killed in county jail. And you know what I'm saying? To say, no, we ain't just taking this here. That same momentum that you, like I said, if you get the word, little Joe, just pop your cousin, you say, in back we going to get them niggas. Man did this here. This system, how they move on us consistently, you know what I'm saying? We got, and ain't no statute of limitations for these attacks on us. Ain't no statute. They happen on. Listen, I'm 52 years old. Never forget December 4th, 1969. Not just about Chairman First, Defense Captain Mark Clark. I'm talking about Spurs and Jake Winters. And before then, do we have to be armed with a politic and a position that transcends generational, gender, and geographical lines? Mark Clemens, man, what's happening, brother? What's going on, man?
Hey, free them all, brother.
Free them all.
The struggle definitely continues, and we are still fighting. And, you know, I was in Flossmoor on Monday, was contacted by the sister of Madeline, Diane, and, you know, I watched the video like everyone else had watched the video, but the narrative of why this sister was shot and killed, it don't add up. And, you know, the bottom line of it is that we must hold these elected officials accountable in Flossmoor. Why in the world would a 64-year-old woman, barely 90 pounds, be shot 3 times by police? You know, we have learned of around this country in Ohio where that a brother was shot 46 times by the police. And I believe
how many shot? Hold on, Mark Clemens, excuse me. Shot at, how many times? How many times was he shot?
in Ohio. You know, the narrative was that he was shot over 60, but allegedly, according to the coroner's report that was just released last week, it states 46 times.
Can't get,
I don't care if he was shot one time.
Man, we can't get immune to these. We can't, man.
The police,
Man, 46 times.
you know,
Hit that many
how
times.
many times?
How many times? Hit 46 times.
Yes.
Listen, man, we cannot. We cannot. Asada Shakur said you cannot get immune to this. It cannot become normal. I mean, like literally, when Dave Chappelle broke down that piece about George Floyd, the minutes. I mean, again, the time. Man, I said if this happened to a dog, it'd be a different response. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, Mark Clinton. Go ahead, brother Mark.
And, you know, the bottom line of it is, you know, we're still dealing from the dark ages of John Burge from 1972. And just today, and the reason I'm not in the studio is because I was at the courthouse where two brothers was exonerated after spending more than 2 decades of their lives hemmed up inside of a prison. We have just had 7 exonerations in less than 10 days of men that have spent at least 2 decades behind prison walls with these guilty cops. I want these cops prosecuted. Why in the world is these cops not being prosecuted by the Cook County State's Attorney's Office? It is enough evidence to show that these cops framed people, that they tortured people, and that they locked people up without justification. Where is the justice in these particular cases? Where's the healing, the trauma that runs rampant in our communities? Where can the people honestly go for healing as a result of being locked up so long? Me, myself, being someone locked up 28 years inside of a prison for something that I did not do, and it's the norm to this society due to the fact that society thinks that these matters are just going to work itself out. No, you got to put some muscle behind these issues. And lastly, what I will say is this. The people should be outraged over what happened with Madeline Miller, and the people need to stand together with the residents in Flossmoor. If I can get up and go to Flossmoor, then they can get up and go to Flossmoor. It's time out asking for these investigations. Time and time again, what have we seen these investigations lead to? Nothing but systematic cover-up. So I say it loud and clear, free them all, but guess what? Bring justice for the family of Madeline Miller. Thank you, my brother, and power to the people.
Free them all. Power to the people. Thank you. Again, this is Mark Clemens, y'all, who was tortured, you know what I'm saying? Go to his Facebook page, Mark Clemens. Go to his Facebook page. And, you know, I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, in plain layman's terms. You know, I mean, in these criminals, like I said, if you talking these, if you said some of these atrocities, these acts that these people, these criminals involved in, if you would say some people on the street done this, there wouldn't be no question about they would be locked up. And you know, go to Cassandra Greer's, I think she's on here too, also her page also, and you know, like you look at the officials, elected officials, whether it be Mayor Lightfoot or Sheriff Tom Dart. You know, she puts it in context about the criminal acts. A lot of times we get legality mixed up with morality, and people say, well, you know, that's the police. Yeah, okay, man, this motherfucker was involved. Somebody shot somebody involved in them, locked up. In Nazi Germany, I forgot the term they use. They said they said they didn't know what was going on, but they complicit with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We get another call. We get another call in queue. Primo, what?
Molly have Jacob.
Yes.
Okay, hey, my brother.
Hey, little bro, how you doing? This is Jacob Blake C.
Jacob Blake, Senior, man, welcome, brother, man. Fremont, welcome as always, man. He sent Jacob Blake Senior for those. Fremont, welcome, man. The father of Jacob Blake, you know what I'm saying. Again, was shot 7 times, and you know what I'm saying. Again, in Wisconsin, man. And I mean, we globetrotting all over. I wish. It'll be ideal when we just say, man, this you know, Chicago is just messed up. We globetrotting. People back to back. You know what I'm saying. This is the modus operandi. This is the modus operandi. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be kill us in the Cook County Jail, Flossmoor, Wisconsin. This the modus, and we got to hook up, y'all. We got to. I don't come. Man, we got to. Man, I ain't never been to Ohio. I ain't never been to Iowa. We got to connect up. We got to connect up. We got to tie this in every man. The beach parties, to tie this conversation, ease it in. You know what I'm saying? The barbershop, these names we throwing out there. Make sure y'all know these names. You know what I'm saying? The good and the bad. Those ones who don't, these names who was took out and the ones who taking them out. No, we got to know these names. You know what I'm saying? Man, bring us to the speed. What's going on, my brother? Have you heard about the thing in situation in Flossmoor? Have you heard about that?
Yeah, I heard about the situation in Flossmoor. Yes, sir. You know I'm coming into town for that, and we're headed to Memphis right now for Stompton City. We trying to do everybody do, brothers. Put boots on the ground and get motivated to get out there, man. Pick something. Pick one. Pick something. You get out there and do something.
Yeah.
We're not sitting around, brother. We're trying to make something happen. I called you in California. You showed up because we're trying to make this.
That's right.
This is a national problem, man.
Yeah.
It's just a Chicago problem or a problem. It's a national problem.
Ain't no shortage of cases.
It's ridiculous, man.
You right. Ain't no shortage of cases. Ain't no shortage of cases. So you know, people can't say, well, man, I ain't know what's going on. Type it, man. But they got, as I said earlier, they got to put in, they got to play the word game. You got to type in as a result of police shooting, because you know what I'm saying. They still refuse to say the police killing us. You know what I'm saying? But man, ain't no shortage of cases. You right, bro.
Right. That's what it ends. That's how it ends.
That's what's happening.
It ends up
every time. Every time.
And this cannot be regular. It cannot be normal. We letting it be normal. This is regular. This is how it's going to happen. No. It cannot be regular, and we cannot allow it to happen.
Real talk. Okay? Bring us to the speed. Just in case, I don't want y'all no foregone conclusions. Memphis. You said you were going to head to Memphis. Bring us to the speed there. What's happening there?
Out there in Memphis, man, they're having the same problem we're having in Chicago. Senseless street violence, man, and black on black murders. If we don't step up in our own communities to try to end what's going on in ours, and then we address the police at the same time, we don't have to be on one. We can be on everything. We're not one division. We're multifaceted. So we cannot allow
no doubt.
the police to murder us, and we must stop murdering us.
That's right.
All at the same time. That's it.
Real talk.
There's nothing else that should be accepted.
Real talk.
The structure that you and me grew up in, the structure that we had, not allow this to happen.
Right on. Hey, hold fast.
We must step back. Yeah.
No. Hold on, Deck. Can you jug, sis? Can you bring me another call in with me too? I'm trying to see a 440 312 773. You know, they had them conventions. They gonna say they call you. They got representatives. They be like, okay, we got representatives from such a. I guess we got so many cases on here right now. And this ain't no man. We got.
All you gotta do is pick one.
Man, listen. I'm finna watch this, man. Is she on that? Phoenicia, you bring Cassandra on? She click. She press 1.
You're breaking up, bro.
I'm trying to bring Sister Cassandra Greer on while you on the phone also. I'm trying to bring her on. We trying to bombard people back to back. You know what I'm saying? Some people say, man, we ain't got to talk about this all the time. This got to be, listen, this got to be in our poetry sets when we kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Man, Catch Riding. This is, people say, well, man, the corona. And sometimes people thought the coronavirus, they made, okay, this is a time, the country got to come together. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers ain't stopped. They still knocking us off. Still knocking us off. Moment of treatment. Hands up, mask on your face. They still knocking us off. You know what I'm saying? And it's, go ahead, say it again, sis. Cassandra on?
Fremont, Chairman, we have, yep.
Right on. Okay, Jacob, you still online with us? I'm just bringing hey, some more go-getters online with this. Cassandra Greer, listeners, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Her husband, for those who not familiar, you get me what I'm saying? Nicholas Lee in the infamous Cook County Jail, the largest county jail in the country. The largest. I'm talking about, y'all heard us talking about Cook County Jail before the coronavirus, how notorious it was. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? And when the coronavirus comes, even the news said, man, they say they trying to turn this off to like a straight up open casket. I'm talking about straight kill. She on the phone giving us blow by blow. You know what I'm saying? What's happening? He telling her, man, the status of other guys that's locked up in county jail. He's the third person. They knock him off. Man, she been getting down to the brothers been in isolation, nonstop. Sister Cassandra Greer online with us now. Welcome, my sister. What's happening with you?
Chairman, I love you. I love you, Dr. LaShawn. You
love
already
you.
know
Love you too,
y'all
sis.
my people.
Yes.
But let me tell you, I'm so tired of. I know it might be a kid-friendly show, so I ain't gonna.
No. We ain't.
But I'm
If
just-
it is, but still, kids gotta hear this stuff too. Don't cut. We good. We good.
But let me just say, Chairman, I'm
Yes.
so tired of motherfuckers talking about investigations.
Yes.
Ain't shit to investigate.
Yes.
We are being
Yes.
murdered in our state.
Yes.
Okay, hey, when it comes to black people, it's shoot to kill. When it comes
Yeah.
to white people,
Yeah.
goddamn it, it's stand down, arrest,
Yes.
arrest with Burger King.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
You can't make it no more plain than that.
It's nothing to investigate.
Yeah. Real talk.
I'm talking about they know how to go around. They know how to use the tactics that they were taught for every other situation except us. When it comes to us, we died in the jails. We died out here on the streets. And at first, Chairman, and Dr. LaShawn, at first, we're saying, okay, they took my young black men. Now they fucking killing the elders. They don't give a fuck.
That's
You
right.
black
Real
people.
motherfucker talk.
So all I'm saying is, I need my people to stand the fuck up. Don't wait until you meet sitting on the front row of your auntie that was murdered in Cook County Jail. Don't wait until you Madeline Miller family looking at this elder laying in a casket because she was shot 8 times. They will wait until you Jalen's mama and grandmama sitting there when they assassinated this boy 46 times, when they cut George Floyd out in our face. What the fuck is it going to take for us to see? They killing us just by design. And guess what? I hate to hear people saying, oh, we out here killing ourselves. We were set up to do this.
Man.
We don't have shit in our community.
Man.
Say that.
It's bad.
No community centers, no
Man.
nothing. They took away the head, because
Yeah.
they had organization.
Yeah.
They knew what the fuck they was doing when they took them away. Now they won't marry the right back there. They won't get the right back there. But they knew what they were doing
That's right.
when they took them away. So with that being said, y'all, and I'm not praising no gangs, no nothing, but it was organization out here. It would have never been. So now they want to say, oh, there's these black on black crime, they kill each other. It's a war zone. We don't have shit. We don't have community centers. We don't have nothing in our neighborhood. We don't have jobs. And what they do, and jobs they do give us game pants just to even pay, help people pay their rent. So what you gonna do? Buy Peter, pay Paul, and then that's what they're gonna do. Buy confusion with neighborhoods and blocks with the young motherfuckers because there's no organization. So with that being said, I love y'all.
Man.
I
We love
need
you too.
Yes, I gotta say I need to about the time. Y'all done been there since I could dirt on me. Y'all done been out here with me. I'm not gonna
Ain't gonna stay with you.
Stop saying why. And I want people to stop saying wait for investigations. It ain't shit to investigate. We are being in our face. And they give no fuck. It's a demon called qualified immunity that they got
There
on
you
their
go.
side that we don't have.
There you go.
We got 60 men that was just exonerated, that has been beat after decades in jail. And guess what? They don't give a fuck. Tom brought it home with his wife. The judge just sentenced them. They got their legs crossed. Ain't shit gonna happen to them. So guess what? They waiting for the next niggas to come in their courtroom so they can give them 100 years, 500 years, even if they're guilty or not. So with that being said, I love y'all. People, stand up. We need to. Don't wait until it's your relative. Don't wait until you're sitting on that front row. Because trust me, if you got black and brown men out here, they coming. They targeted. So you better send them to Japan somewhere. Because other than that, they're a target out here.
That's right.
So I love y'all. I'm with you. I need
Love
you.
you too.
Please, y'all, stand with us. Please, we need you.
Man, we love and appreciate you, sis. Man, y'all go to her page, Sandra Greer. They get you caught up in this excursion of futility. You know what I'm saying? Like she just said, this whole investigation, all this in plain layman's terms. I mean, you can't make it no more plain than she laid this shit out. You know what I'm saying? And this shit, man. Y'all heard the old thing about this. The guy go to job, he work, and the boss fuck him over so bad, he come home, he release on the family. This shit not community. I was out here today, 90-some degrees hot as it. I say, you can't find a damn swimming pool in the black folks. I was in Maywood. I say, and Chairman, he was a child, 12 years old. He was, it don't take no rocket science to see this shit is fucking us up. It was a different, people say, how the Panthers, how they were so young. Before he was chairman, when he was Fred Hampton, 12 years old, a lady went to grammar school with him and told me this. She told me this story. A few people told me, she said, listen, she said, I'm 12 years old, I was in grammar school with him. She said, he took these sticks. I said, well, she said, you heard me, some branches, some twigs. He put on some poster boards. Went up to the police station in Maywood. This Fred Hampton, before he was chairman. She said, went to the police station. She said, about 5 or 6 of us, she said, went with him. Protest because he's seeing in Melrose Park, white folks got swimming pools over there. Now, he didn't do no big study to figure that. He's saying black children ain't got no pool. You know what I'm saying? And he had to wait for a psychologist and say, wait a minute, how this impacts you? You know what I'm saying? Man, people say, what's the big deal? You know what I'm saying? Man, why do you think they go look at other communities? The resources, you know what I'm saying? It's tied into all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? The trickle-down impact, how you feel about each other, all this, the resources. She say he protested. They protested. He didn't go back and he took them up there. The police throw tear gas canisters out there. She said he 12 years old. He took that hot tear gas canister and threw it back in the police station. She said it stuck with me all my life. She remembered that. It's a, I'm glad, your brother, how you say 17 years old. A lot of times they get dumbed down and believe, well, man, it's because you didn't do something right, so on and so forth, man. Listen, it's a message that's sent to every entity, to the music industry, to the movie industry, to the motherfucking politicians, to the police, to the motherfucking Muppets. The Sesame Street motherfucker, the Muppets. The Muppets, go Google this shit. The Muppet feel comfortable to walk past and do backwards flips and land for the white people. 2 little black girls, a straight disrespect. It's a message that motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, that feel this way. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain, man, and we got to my, listen, we going against all odds, but we can't wait till this February or just vote when it's conscious or cool. So it got to be, I'm talking about the way our terms we use, y'all. I'm telling you, our terms, this motherfucking fentanyl, call this shit chemical biological warfare. You know what I'm saying? Start saying political prisoners. Only this shit about, well, man, my uncle went on shit. Political prisoners. You know what I'm saying? She mentioned some names, y'all. Hoover, political prisoners. Start saying this shit. I'm talking about, man, held captive. When they locked up, start using, what's they ransom? You know what I'm saying? Start saying in your interview, start saying your conversation. Because they acknowledge this shit. It's a war. Ain't no war on drugs, no war on guns, no war on gang. It's a war on our ass, on our black ass, point blank. You know what I'm saying? And we got to intertwine. And if we're artists, the type of music, you know what I'm saying? The shit the motherfuckers say, you know, we got to up the ante, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And this shit even our children got to know this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? If this is happening to dogs, man, this wouldn't be cool. I mean, every time you turn around, man, and again, and it's everything we talk about the crime in our community, I told you I want guys to do a day in our life. I'm talking about no shy movie. I'm talking about the real deal shit. This is depressing for grown people. 90-something. I mean, you ain't shit. That ain't shit to do. You know what you want, man? Listen to the conversation of a lot of these youngsters, man. What you want, man? Let's go get out some more, release some pain on some more niggas. And we told this shit directly to mute. If you listen, go the shit that they sing to us, the way the police get down on us. You know what I'm saying? Man, a Sunday, the whole 64-year-old Sunday, you think motherfucker start saying she making dinner? Police, they done shot her 3 times, right?
3 times.
3 times. They saying a knife. They like they mouth, you know what I'm saying? They saying a knife. So all that ain't no maybe they need training, block, man. This shit, man. It's when motherfuckers respect you. You know what I'm saying? Man, motherfuckers feel, man, it's a certain image, a certain thought they have, you know what I'm saying, on other communities, man. We gotta call this shit out, y'all. We live and direct, you know what I'm saying? We hopping all over, and a lot of people say, man, here come Chairman Frail. He won't always blame the government, the system, the white man, and we do. If you want, I'm the shit that go in our community, the type of everything, man, everything, how we view ourselves. It was brought to my attention that in the movie, on the movie said Judas and Black Messiah, when the kiss scene with Chairman Fred and Deborah Johnson, they said, Chairman, you go? I said, yeah. I said, yeah. I said, well, he walk up, she walk up. We on the set. It was brought to my attention that the motherfucking it's a thing called, they had a law called a production code. There was a never show black people in a loving relationship. It was a law for that shit. So and they never show you. You think it's you have no frame of reference of it. This thing of Flossmoor, motherfuckers ain't. You know what I'm saying? This man, 64 years old. Motherfucker ain't heard. You know what I'm saying? This will be spread across. This will be a common conversation. Be honest yourself. How many of y'all ain't even heard about this here? Intention. Jacob Blake, you still with us? Do we lose Jacob Blake? We got any more callers in queue?
Yeah, we lost that caller, Jimmy.
Okay. Feel free, y'all.
Yeah, we have one more caller in queue.
Y'all tap in. And my guest, let me see. Who else we got? TT. Yeah, I'm throwing you on spot. Yeah. All this young energy in here. And you know what I'm saying? I was in Sacramento one time, and a guy coming going to the barber shop. He said, man, you heard of you, Chairman Fresh? Yeah. And he said he told his son to go into the barber shop. He said, man, you want to talk to you, my son? You kind of young. I said, hold on, bring him back outside, man. In Nazi Germany, in their community, if their children don't know about the gas chambers, the Holocaust, they call it child abuse. If you don't tell your children what happened to their community, they say you commit child abuse. If you don't tell, this ain't no hush whisper conversation, y'all. TT, what's going on? Well, first of all, welcome. Welcome.
Hey y'all, I'm TT. I live in the Flossmoor area with Dr. Latrice and Aaron, and I heard about the situation with Madeline Miller. When did I hear about it? I don't know. I think I heard about it from you. You sent me the article and I read it, and I was like, my God, I didn't even hear about this, and I live in Flossmoor. What?
Yeah.
And she was like, board meeting at 6:30, and I was like, oh, for sure. So I went. We get there, and we were chanting outside, and then we get inside, and Dr. Latrice was like, they probably not going to let us take our signs in there, but we took them anyway. And we get inside, and it seemed like they really didn't want to talk about it, because they were like, we're not going to speak on the investigation. All of that is private. Mind you, the first person that talked was an old white lady, and she was like, I just want to say that the police did a phenomenal job. Like, I commend them for what they did. And she didn't acknowledge that somebody died. No, she was like, no, there were 2 other people in the house, and the police saved those ladies. So I commend them. And in all my 60 years of living in Baltimore, I've never had an issue. So great job, police.
Said all of that. Planet.
Man, they'll white us out of history. Man, listen, hey, they'll tell us we came over here on a motherfucking boat cruise. You know what I'm saying? Man, they'll rewrite history. What's your what's the is it okay on social media? Your counterpart. First of all, how old are you?
I'm
17. Okay. And July. Okay. Happy belated. You just turned 17.
I just turned 17.
Happy belated birthday. Okay, right on. What's the okay, like what's the buzz? What's happening on well, make sure I'm in sync. Okay, what's the thing? What's the hottest thing? The TikTok.
TikTok, Instagram.
It's TikTok, Instagram. What's the latest conversation going on TikTok?
No one's talking about it.
What are they talking about? Like when you go? What's the what you call it? What the they call it? No, it's something trend. Yeah, what's the trend? What's the thing
like in general?
Right now, like I know it'd be like a different dance or something. Like it'd be something. What's the big thing now? Challenge or something? What's?
It's like a studio challenge right now.
What is that?
somebody hangs like a random object like a microphone, and
Oh,
then you
yeah.
sing into
Oh,
that object, and then people got their flashes on in the background, and everybody like screaming and going crazy.
You in the microphone out the window?
No,
in front of
you
you
just
while you
hang
in front of
it,
you.
You in front of you, and you sing into that
Yeah.
object.
And what is it called?
I don't know what it's called. I would have to find
Maybe it's a
it.
mic challenge. or
Mic
something
challenge?
like that.
Mic
Yeah,
challenge,
I seen it. I seen
studio
somebody with a
challenge.
ragu bottle hanging, and I had to ask my kids what that
What
was.
is it? I know it switch up like
It does.
2 or 3 days.
Yes.
Is okay? So is this hot right? I mean, do you got another day or two with this?
Yeah.
How can we tie this in? Okay, with this mic, let's brainstorm on this. You know what I'm saying? How can we tie this this August 1st? You know what I'm saying? Let's brainstorm on, you know what I'm saying, getting people in, tying the mic so we can like we say put a peel in the applesauce. How can we like bait them? How can I need y'all to brainstorm on that? How can we? I'm thinking like we get a sign August 1st. You know, so let's brainstorm how to bait them. How to take this. You know what I'm saying? Meet me at August, some of the mic. You know what I'm saying? Work with me. Brainstorm. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to.
Are you
So-
familiar with the term clickbait?
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So what you could do is you start the video and it's like everything's regular, and then cut it off and immediately go into the matter.
Go
of
into
the
that.
thing.
Yeah.
You just do that. So
Yeah.
people are gonna click on it thinking it's a
Yeah.
regular video.
Yeah.
But out of curiosity, they still gonna stay.
Okay, we got to get on that then for August 1st.
Yeah.
We got, you know what I'm saying? We got to get on. We got to put out work. Okay, what's the date? We got a week. Today 20.
Today's the 20th.
20th. Now, should we wait for? Cause I know the attention span. Like I know stuff you move, so I don't want to put out too early and they go to something else. So I know y'all study the what's the word? The algorithms. You know what I'm saying? So we need to put together work on that. We need to.
We got about 4 or 5 days.
4 or 5
before we should
days.
Put it out so that people don't forget.
Don't forget. And
Cassandra said right now, dirt getting knocked out. That's something that's trending.
yeah.
You gotta remember, every couple of days something else comes
Yeah,
up.
some-
that's
yeah.
trending.
I can think
And
of some
so-
other trends that we could use.
It
Let's get it.
absolutely is.
I need y'all youngsters in particular. We gonna start, and you know what I'm saying, not for this and some other stuff. Start like a Twitter team, social media, so to really get these youngsters. So that we got a few things jumping up. You know what I'm saying? But if we go too early, we'll lose them.
Short
So
attention, yeah.
look at the date before August 1st.
We could talk about cover-ups too and keep that going, because if we're talking cover-ups in Flossmoor, we can also bring up the anniversary of Alexis Wilson that's happening next
Absolutely.
week. This was a 19-year-old young girl that was shot by Dalton
year
Police
ago.
Department. And let's get this, right?
I'm with
next
you. I remember.
day, the next day, Mayor Tiffany Anyard tried to cover it up, tried to get the residents to not talk about it. It's a 19-year-old girl that was shot by 2 officers. This was an officer, Ryan Perez.
Yeah.
Pull up in the store. The rest of the food.
The
Yeah.
very one, the
And
very
Baba's.
one.
Yep,
And
I remember.
it gets way worse. So we went down there. Dr.
Yeah, I was
Lisa
out there with her. I
was
remember.
out
Yeah.
there, And they already blocked. This was a city hall type meeting, and we went down there. They already blocked off the entrances. They told us that we can't march on the street, so we took to the sidewalk. And in the light of cover-ups here, the Dalton Police Department and the Illinois State Patrol, hand in hand, arrested me. Right, we were protesting on the sidewalk. They did not want this to blow up.
Yeah.
And you know what? They know that they had nothing on us because they tried to get me into court. They tried to get me into paying a ticket that I knew was bogus. They dropped the charges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They dropped the charges. And I can't talk too much about what's coming to them because of my
Yeah.
lawyer, but
Yeah.
some legal stuff is on the way.
Right on. I
Absolutely.
got you.
But next week is the anniversary. It's July 27th.
Yep.
And
It's a
in the spirit
Wednesday.
of cover-ups, yeah, that's Wednesday. So in the
Tied
spirit
in.
of cover-ups, we could keep talking about cover-ups because if the city of Flossmoor is trying to play that same card, I'll tell you right now, it's not going to work.
Not at all.
It's
Now,
not
that
gonna
was
work.
that was Flossmoor too with Alexis Wilson.
No,
that was
Dalton.
Dalton. I remember. Yeah.
Dalton, but she was a resident of Homewood, which is very closely connected to Flossmoor.
Right.
While
Forgive
I'm
me for
sitting here,
man.
her mom is texting me. And
Wow.
I'm telling her I'm going to let you know that she's having this visual for her balloon and butterfly release.
That's
on,
27th.
Wednesday,
Wednesday
at
27th.
7 p.m. And we're going to do it at Baba's, correct?
I think it's at
Yes,
Bob's,
we're going to do it at Baba's.
So
and
we
that's on
gonna try to
Sibley
we
in
gonna try to do the
Dalton.
show. We're gonna try to do the show from out there then, because we do our show every Wednesday. We try to do the
that'd
show
be
out live.
awesome.
We try to do the show from out there, and let's see everything political. Let's see if we can tie this in. Like like Castro coming out. Castro had like you take like I don't know if y'all remember Elian Gonzalez,
Yeah.
the child who his mother was coming to America, and they lost him in the water, and there was a big debate about is he going back to Cuba or to America. coming out there. Castro, he sees the time and all the heightened the contradiction with everything about the embargo on Cuba and it brought so much attention because people saw even people seeing Elian Gonzalez like, how is he so smart? And it opened doors for people some of the education that we have in Cuba. So I'm saying to say we tie this in with all, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know how far the 27th might be a kickoff date for the thing for the first. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So we get like I say that Jacob Blake we got a barrage of things we can pick from. You know what I'm saying?
We got what Sister Cassandra working on too, with all the campaigns she's launching. We can take that information and do the clickbait thing too, where we tie it in because those situations are being covered up that she's fighting for. Everything that
people catching isolation
putting out there, people staying in isolation, being abused inside the prison, not getting proper medical.
TT, we need y'all. We need. I hope you hearing all. I mean, we need y'all. We need y'all in particular. Saying we need man.
Pump it up.
We need y'all. We need the young cats. We need the old cats. We need TikTok. We need the word to go out to Madeline Miller's counterpart. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about our elderly. I'm talking about, man, we got to tell this to the bingo games. I mean, we got to tell this. See, a war is you have two occupying armies. They just fight. A revolution, you gain the minds and participation of the masses of the people. We need to figure out something what they be doing on Sundays, how they communicate with each other. You know what I'm saying? This case, so a lot of times they can be dismissed. What them gangbangers are doing. 64 years old. So ain't no retirement from being black. Ain't no retirement. Saying okay, I'm gonna get my pension. I'm gonna sit down. A lot of people be saying that. What you doing? I'm standing away. Ain't no stand out the way. Ain't no they coming to get you. Ain't no stand out the way. So we got that's how we got a lot of stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? So I need you to start hitting in them youngsters up on the TikTok and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Doc gonna hit you with the stuff. We want to get a dates, our kickoff dates. I need to network with y'all. Make sure you get my Instagram. I get a couple of people. I know these podcasts are buzzing that. Yeah. You got any podcast? You know what I'm saying?
I have a school radio show.
Oh, sure. Come on now. Okay. Listen. Okay, we on the popping. So get out. Okay, man. Boom, boom, boom. Like when the different people, they have an agenda. They have like different hots. You know what I'm saying? So I can say, and these are mandatory Facebook pages we get tagged. Cassandra Greer's, Mark Clemens, Dawes Page. Make sure y'all.
PSL Chicago.
Okay, let's network, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? To see points of unity. You know what I'm saying? We find that. You know what I'm saying? We bam, bam, bam. Someday we all ain't gonna be there every day. Sometimes you'll take a breather. We tag team with each other. So, with the TT? Right on.
We gotta use. No, we gotta use their tools against themselves too. Because think about it this way: all these politicians, they want to look nice, right?
Yeah.
Election season's coming up. They got all these cameras across their faces. So we gotta find these politicians where they are and disrupt that. Just like how we did with this town hall. These politicians have public. They have to announce where they are, where they're making a public meeting.
What's coming? What's coming up?
Someone's having a little press conference. We go there and say, "Hey, what's up with that? Why are you covering up this? Why are you covering up that? Why does the budget always look like this? Why is there no change? What's going on here?"
And for those who listen and say, "Well, no, I like this," but hiding the contradictions, you'll be surprised. See, they be so used to not even ask no questions. You know what I'm saying? Pointless. We go to shadow the class peace. In other words, people, we don't do it. Don't do it. Like they visit to crack on us all the time, man. Champ, you gonna be place you can't disrupt it. Hey, listen, ain't no don't be disrupted. I'm talking about man shooting 64-year-old Madeline Miller in the house. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no 9 to 5 shit. You know what I'm saying? Man, get a phone call 24/7 on deck. You know what I'm saying? Well, they having a politician debate. In church, when they asked the question, announcements, hey, Pastor, all due respect, Pastor, we got what's happening with such and such case, you know what I'm saying? This got to be at the party, you know what I'm saying? The clubs, all that, the poetry said, ease it in, man, you know what I'm saying? You get tired of every conversation. On your date, y'all going for a dinner date. Hey, one time we protesting out west Chicago Avenue. Guy get killed the police, and this guy was trying to holler at this sister over there protest with her. And I never forget what she said. She said, listen, I can't hear nothing you talking about. You know what I'm saying? You can't get my ear unless you get down over here with this protest with us. I said, that stuck with me. It's a whole, we got to up the ante, y'all. It was in the 60s. It was a movement up there. And James Brown had to change his song, "Black and I'm Proud." You man, your relationships, just name your organizations. You know what I'm saying? You tie this shit, tie it in.
Yeah.
Get them. You know what I'm saying? These names got to be common to us, y'all. I mean, and these different politicians, what they did. Motherfucker, man, you ever the gang shit in the county jail? Yeah, I heard with Dart. I heard about Dart. What the fuck they, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You heard what the fuck they did. It got how we view these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? The names of them.
That's right. And right now, Sister Cassandra has a campaign right now. She's going into the communities, into the blocks.
She in the
And she's
hood.
registering to vote. That's Justice for Nick. That's Cassandra Lee. That's Make Noise for Change. Dr. LaShawn Latrice. Y'all can look LaShawn Latrice up. Cassandra Greer. Cassandra posts every location that she's going to. We need volunteers. We need people to bring the community out. Because in order to get Tom Dart out, the people who are not voting need to vote because he got a small section of people that's voting for him, and they don't live where we live. That's the bad part.
Yeah,
We need to pay attention and say that if we value our lives and our communities, we got to step up so we can get this man out. We got to do what we got to do to get him out.
When is election time?
Election time in the fall.
In the fall.
November. November is his election.
Go look on her page, y'all. So y'all know I distinguish politics from electoral politics. I'm trying to give a whole objective analysis. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? To put the position about this here, but I really want you. I guess I'm coming for in a minute. I guess I'm coming. And listen, she hitting, man, nooks and crannies. Every mother. Listen, I'm talking every community, every hood. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? And there's certain things, you know what I'm saying, that, like I said, man, if I told you, you say, man, Joe Blow done this. You'll say, man, I don't know what the fuck. This is certain things that in the back of our mind we're told not to even, they don't terrorize us so much, sometimes we don't even talk about that. You know what I'm saying? And like y'all was saying at the Village Hall, this system so arrogant with us, they really be like, they told us the children. Like when the coronavirus came, they tell them over go in the house at 9, you don't ask no questions. What the fuck going on? Are we changing this? Don't come out. Do they kill us? Don't come to those hall meetings. You know what I'm saying? They come. Don't even get don't even say their names. You know what I'm saying? These people, I mean, they have names. Look, Cassandra Greer, sat out in front of Tom Dart's house.
Yes.
Sat in front of his house.
By herself.
Sat in front of his house. You know what I'm saying? Oh, technically she's by herself, but we had all eyes on her ass.
Right.
Let the record reflect.
That's
we had
right.
all eyes on her ass. Man, I want Sheriff Tom Darby and everybody to be clear on that. We had all the, man, even when we got our back like a backpack and like a bulletproof vest, man. You know what I'm saying? And man, did this here. These, man, like the names of these motherfuckers. And you go back and look at they do it. They would say, damn, this motherfucker, they're like some rappers, and now they say, well, this been going on since 2012. You go look at the long line of these, the ones we talking about criminals. You say, damn, how long this shit been going on?
Right.
And you all of us know that, I mean, to why it becomes normalized to us. It's like you think, okay, dogs supposed to chase cats, cats supposed to chase mice. The sun is up in daytime, moon, and these motherfuckers supposed to fuck over us. The conditions in Cook County Jail. It is so hard, y'all. Be honest with yourself. Sometimes a motherfucker, a lot of people to this day don't even ride past there because they have flashbacks to what happened to them. The Cook County, I mean, the notorious shit that goes down, this is the largest county jail in the country. The beatings, the conditions, all that, you know what I'm saying? So you can imagine. I'm on this on YouTube for this music years, decades ago. You know what I'm saying? And this, you know what I'm saying? And I tell you what. People say, okay, well, man, I want to be out there. Call a question, say, okay, a lot of these politicians, they be so arrogant with us, they only feel they trying to even say something else. Pop up at a motherfucking parade. Matter of fact, the Bud Billiken coming up, Bud Billiken parade. And I mean, we gotta ask these questions to every motherfucker up there. I'm talking, ain't no just they come through, they call that Nixon wave, motherfucker smiling, just waving. No, dude, what's your what's your position on Nicholas Lee in Cook County Jail? You know what I'm saying? We gotta. This ain't no right time for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no election. Just wait till Black History Month. You still you go ahead, sis. Yeah. We hear you.
I just got one last thing to say, Chairman.
Yeah.
And I just want the people to know I don't fuck with these politicians. Trust me. I know that they scared, they don't want to vote because they corrupt all. The way they feel, they are correct. But what I need them to know is that like those 7 men that just got exonerated, we got to vote for the motherfucking judges that's been sitting up there them
Yeah.
to vote for that person.
Yeah.
But I am telling them to not to vote for fuck folks.
Yeah.
And I'm going back statistics. I'm
Yes.
giving them pamphlets in writing
Yes.
so that these judges have been hanging us. Tom Dart is killing us.
Yes.
So I want the people to know I'm not out here broadcasting
Yes.
one politician.
Yes.
Hell no, I don't do that.
Yes.
I don't trust none of them. But I just want them to know who we got to get the fuck out of there.
Right on.
They're killing us and they're hanging us.
That's right.
So that's
Um,
why I'm going block to block.
I hope y'all hearing this.
I need y'all because they got to know black votes matter, our life matter, and we're going to make them see it and know it.
It's a different energy.
I got out of here this time. I got 4 more years to fuck with them.
I hope y'all go to her. I hope y'all hear, and that clarity is important. That see, a lot of times it's certain things we hear about certain things. It's like it's been so watered down. This is, you can hear the passion. I know. I'm telling you, I know this is the direct. I'm telling you, this is a lot of times motherfuckers they get you, and it's so embarrassing because a lot of times we force it between 6 and a half a dozen. She's saying make a statement to these motherfuckers who been fucking, who you know fucking over us.
Right.
And see, a lot of people don't understand that. See, like people say, like I was talking to somebody the other day, and they say, "Well, Chairman, you?" I said, "No, I ain't." I said, "In the '60s, we had, see, the choice wasn't just the Democratic Republican Party. Mother said we had the Black Panther Party." I said, "I'm the motherfucker on the plantation that when the Union was fighting the Confederates, they said, who you ran with?" We said we ran with Reverend Nat Turner and Harriet Tubman.
Right.
And sometimes we're not in a powerful position of to make a, you know what I'm saying, to make a move. But also, this is my quote. I ain't want to say nothing. I was going to surprise. Because I'm going to let that. This is my, see, I was saying this. I say, unfortunately, we're not in a position that we can. I said, I had this whole quote I was going to put out with this here, about this here. However, we are damaged. We are to the point we know that some of us got to go. You know what I'm saying? It's like the people talking about like the battered women situation. Mother said, "Well, man, she can't leave. Where she gonna go?" She say at some point she say, "I'm getting the fuck up out of here." It ain't no shelters over. She said, "I'm getting the fuck up out of here." These Sister Cassandra said, these motherfuckers done fucked us over. They fucking over. It's not even a question. Matter of fact, some of them will tell you they do it. So you know what? You listen to somebody like some of these rappers. You listen to their lyrics. They tell you how they feel about black folks. People say, "This ain't no conspiracy theory." Listen. Recently, they talking about the speed cameras. They having discussion. They talking about having a discussion with this. Then everybody admit the speed cameras how they disproportionate like everything else hit black people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody acknowledges this here. They talking about increasing or having a hearing in City Hall to increase the speed up to 6 miles. You know what I'm saying about the speed cameras. Man, Lightfoot saying she gonna veto whatever she vetoing that shit. She say, and they come on. First they ran the whole usual about the children getting hit. When that didn't work, she said, "Okay, dig the money." She said point blank. See, we gotta bring the pus up out the soul. Okay, let's be clear what's going on here. See, what the, you know what I'm saying? This ain't about stopping no crime. You can't, man. The conditions, man. Before the coronavirus, and until the coronavirus in Cook County Jail. It went up the beats. You can't say this is about, you know what I'm saying, trying to stop no gang. Listen, we had a protest September 13th. You know that date? Because this when Attica went up. We was challenging the conditions, the good guys in Cook County Jail, they was so being fucked over so bad. I can't remember his brother's name. I know Samuel with it, but you could hear the phone, they called, all of them, they say, man, they demanded, they told, we want Chairman Fred Hampton to come in here and see what the fuck, we want him to see what's going on. The administration, hear me on this, y'all. Cook County Jail Administration, under the tenure of Sheriff Tom Dart, they try to hit me with the old wore out ass shit. They tell me we do so. Every time we pass gas, it's gang activity. I don't give a fuck with that. They try to come with that old shit about some gang. He said, man, they say this dude got to be a gang chief. Them cats say, man, first of all, it's different guys up here. Some guys ain't even no damn gang. You know, they say, man, this ain't no gang. We talking about basic. Every time black folks, it's all this same usual tactic, gang shit. You know, they say, hell no. Challenge that shit. Motherfuckers are to the point, you know what I'm saying, again, when motherfuckers, the house getting beat, the motherfucker beating your ass so bad, and you trying to ask her, she not saying, motherfucker said, she going to stay with Mr. Jones, she said, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. Well, you must got another man. No, I know motherfucker beating me, I know what's happening in Division 6. It's so brutal. This shit got the end. You know what I'm saying? I know they came to get me transferred me out of Menard. Speaking of Menard, it's going to be a thing this Friday, 55th and King Drive. If Lisa Gill, the family of Menard, y'all make sure y'all tell us what, I think 1 to 5, 55th King Drive. about the brothers, the Menard in particular. But they came get me Menard, my birthday, I'll never forget it, December 29th. And they came to get me, and they said, pack it, and everybody like, man, fuck, we going. When the guards I told me, I said, be cool. I said, man, it's a champ. I said, man, I wouldn't give a fuck where they send me the fuck about this motherfucker. It was so brutal. It's so bad. You know what I'm saying? These elected officials, really elected officials, because they put them in there, and it happened so much to the norm. You start to, that's how it's supposed to go. So she ain't told you about who the. She saying these mom. Watch her page. She gonna listen to names. And she give me their resume. So you want to use? Well, I don't know. A dude. He said he done blah blah. Sometimes you got to cut the fat from me because these motherfuckers trained. The politicians, they train. They can. I mean, they train in making shit sound good. They can make the gas chamber sound good. You know what I'm saying? So they train in this shit. You know what I'm saying? They can lock you up and they get to explaining to you why you doing this. You well, okay, I see what you're saying. Now, you know what I'm saying about that. You can't visit. You know what I'm saying? Coronavirus. People that we had to lock you down. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't give you no soap. You know what I'm saying? Because security. Cut the fat from the meat. Cut the fat. It's Mad Life Food when she finally said, she said, man, all right, I'm a veto. She said, we need that loot. Cook County Jail. Did this here. If you motherfuckers think this shit about stopping crime, you believe Don King won't stop boxing. If you believe how they packing us, running us through this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Running us through this, and yeah, we fight and get certain concessions, motherfucker come, okay, get on house arrest, so on and so forth. Did this here. Go look at the resumes of what's been happening. After a while, you say, okay, maybe you know, so you can't blame on this person. Everybody knows what's going on. It's common knowledge. Talk to these youngsters about how, and they get through with the bravado and how embarrassing what they going through in Cook County Jail. The commissary, how motherfucking attack, all that, the conditions, the filth. I mean, when I was in the year, we come down to watch the rat fights. I'm talking about, no, literally. We live and direct, y'all, on Freedom On Radio, y'all. Making history, taking this, and taping history, y'all. We got some marching orders here, you know, the TikTok, social media, all that. So Cassandra gave us some clarity, you know what I'm saying? Cats telling you, know what I'm saying? They saying, did this here. Hey, motherfucker, hey, I told you, I gave you that better woman syndrome. Motherfucker in the house, like, man, fuck about it here. Motherfucker, wait till you pack your suitcase and shit, man. Motherfucker, she giving a resume. And motherfuckers starting to talk. It's the word starting to buzz. Even however this go. When you fight, it's a certain amount of freedom in fighting back. It's a cleansing process. It's conversations happening with cats about the stuff that people were told to leave at the door. Y'all remember the prisons in Abu Ghraib, Baghdad that they beat down? Mm-hmm. Do you remember when they got them? They were talking to people. They was asking them, "Why didn't you talk about this?" And a lot of them was saying, "We did. We tried to file grievances." Then a lot of them said it was so embarrassing. Right.
Only 4 military personnel got charged.
And Abu Ghraib back, and they took the pictures of what they did.
They were like threatening them with dogs.
Dogs stripping them naked, and they were trained in the U.S. They came from U.S. One of them named Grainer, he was in SCI Green when Mumia Abu Jamal was at. Listen. That's what I said. We strike, man. We want hiding this whole. Let's start having some conversations, y'all, about Cook County Jail. Yes. Let's talk about them 17-year-old women who were forced to rinse out their sanitary napkins for reuse. Yeah, in Cook County Jail. Let's have some brutal. Listen. What's her name? The artist? Jaguar Wright. She was going in on different things on social. You ever heard of her? She going in. So she had talking about Clive Davis. You ever heard of Clive Davis? Yes. Major mogul in the music industry. Yeah. The guy said, you need to be cool. You know, so something can happen to you. You ain't scared. You know what she said? Jaguar Wright? She said, listen, I ain't been the same. Nothing can scare me. I've been to Cook County Jail. She's from Philadelphia. She said this. She said, I've been to Cook County Jail. She said, nothing. She said, can nothing else scare me? This at her mouth. She said, I seen a lady get pushed downstairs, her whole brain fall out of her head, and the guards walk back to Cook County Jail. I can believe it. Jack, she talk about this here. And go back and check, who was the sheriff then? This been the MO for this Tom Doc. This been the MO. This shit. I mean, I was a youngster. We about Cook County Jail. Man, the flash, the stories and shit. You know what I'm saying? So listen, y'all. We want these testimonies and stuff to come on out, y'all. What's happening? You know what I'm saying? It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
I was reading stories online during the COVID year. Basically, when inmates caught COVID, they weren't quarantined. Everybody was just kept everybody was by each other.
You was reading this app?
I would have to look back, but inmates were getting sick, and apparently they would go to the windows and they would be screaming, trying to get
the very same
help
thing.
from people.
Cassandra and I was standing out there for that.
You're a Nicholas Lee?
She said that's real.
You heard him? You never heard his name? Google his name. That's her. That's Nicholas Lee.
It was my life. My husband is dead right now, April 12th, 2020.
Type it in.
Easter Sunday, 4:20 a.m. He died. But before then, from March 29th all the way to April 12th, he tried to stay alive. I tried to keep him alive. So, baby, I know you read it as a story, but every day that was my life. Those men had signs in the window. They were banging. And I just sent Dr. Latrice a text so she can say it on the air camera. The gentleman's name is Tanico Boyd and Thaddeus Goods. To this day, they are claimed to be Black Panther members, which they have labeled a gang. Kevin Fred's picture is up. He is a gang member. If they draw anything with blue and black colors, not for Diddy, but for Black Panthers, that's because they were demanding that Chairman Fred come in there so they can show him the conditions that they were living in. And Tom Dark said, no, this is a gang. So they are labeled right now. That is good. Look them up. They're still in there.
Please get them names. I need y'all to get this.
Every level.
Yeah. I need y'all. We need y'all. We need y'all to run this to these. We want y'all to be knowing about this here. This be common conversation. I need to, you know what I'm saying? See, other communities, they pass it down. What's going on? You know, I mean, them names. This right now today. You know what I'm saying? And y'all, we got the I'm gonna say advantage and disadvantage. Motherfuckers, not just to read about this shit. I mean, they really get the people right in the Walden County Jail. We out there. Right there from the county jail, man. And she's talking to her husband on the phone. He telling her. He telling her blow like telling her. You know, and she called and she the administration telling her blow for blow. He's the third person, Nicholas Lee. Yeah, real talk, sis. Man,
that's just the stuff we know about. Like, imagine if
real talk.
If you don't have any family, if you don't have any friends,
oh man, you at the game. Adolf Hitler say, man, the first ones he put in the gas chamber was the ones who didn't receive any mail. They studied. They got motherfuckers still on count in Illinois prisons who've been dead 15 years. They still getting paid for them. Ain't no accountability. That's why we get this thing called one prisoner, one contact. If you ain't no outside contact, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Like if you think about Guantanamo, they're doomed in there.
Man,
there's 75 people still in there that are legally allowed to leave. The United States won't let them go.
Dig. Real talk. I just read an article on Chairman Fred. I just read it this morning. I'm gonna repost it. And they told me how they had paid his bond. He was a Menard, and they had paid his bond was paid, and they was refusing to let him go. You know what I'm saying? This is '69, and they had to put pressure on him to get him out of there. Man, we gotta flood this here, man. August 3rd we have the Chairman Fred Street Party. There's gonna be some major tables and panels. We're pushing this out, but we gotta have our team. We got our social media team. We need to start. We're gonna draft some older people that on August 1st. We gotta find out what they doing. If they got some, they got some bingo. They got some circus. They got some events. Okay, and y'all. A lot of y'all ain't never heard of Floss, huh?
That's at the Hampton House.
Well, August 3rd we're gonna be at the Hampton House.
I grew up on 9th and Oak.
Okay, right on.
Yeah.
So you know the park gonna have that right there. Okay, time. Look, now I got so called with y'all. Listen, boy, listen. Hey. Man, y'all always welcome. Freedom on Radio. We're gonna try. Is that next Wednesday? That day.
It's next Wednesday, July 27th.
I'm in town. I'm gonna try to do the show live and direct from out there, y'all. We're gonna tie this in, do our official kickoff for the social media, clickbait, all that type of stuff, though. Right on. Yeah, our TikTok and all. Let me tell you, we be doing MySpace. You know, this disconnect. Right. No, I got Instagram. I got Instagram. Hey, all these names, y'all, lock and load them. Type them in, Google them, you know what I'm saying? Repost them, you know what I'm saying? Remember them names we just put, people who called in. Y'all have some living legends, you know what I'm saying, that they called in. We on deck, y'all. Don't forget, put on your calendar August 1st, y'all. Floss Moore. Google it, type in Madeline Miller. Hey, justice for Nicholas Lee, justice for Amal. Keep your eyes open when the fist clench, y'all. It's called just for Jacob Blake, just for Amal. It's called Free Amal, y'all. Right on. Sister Phoenicia, take us out, y'all.
I grew up in Maywood, went to Proviso.
Brazil East?
Yeah. And then they transferred me to Leiden.
It was Leiden. What Leiden? What is it?
West Leiden.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.